If the pinnacle technological triumph of the 20th century was landing humanity on the moon, then in the 21st century, the greatest technological feat would be successfully landing humanity on Mars. Elon Musk is famously driven by this vision, asserting that within our lifetime, not only will Mars be colonized, but the groundwork for its inaugural city will commence. But once you've reached the red planet, what comes next? Where will you reside? How will the first Mars base be constructed and established? Join us as we delve into these pressing questions on today's groundbreaking episode of SpaceXFlight. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already and hit the bell so you don't miss another awesome episode. And with that, let's dive right in. When envisioning the Mars dream, minds naturally turn to Elon Musk, the visionary CEO of SpaceX, whose fervent ambition revolves around establishing a city on the red planet. This metropolis, designed to sustain itself and accommodate 1 million inhabitants, marks a pivotal leap toward making humanity a multiplanetary species. Despite extensive discussions about Musk's aspirations, conversations often center on familiar topics like the mechanics of reaching Mars, using Starship fuel transfer methods, and landing procedures. Yet, little attention has been paid to the specifics of Musk's envisioned Mars base. What would it actually look like, and what's the most efficient way for SpaceX to create a sustainable and enduring presence on Mars? In a 2021 white paper submitted for the National Academy's Planetary Science and Astrobiology Decadal Survey, SpaceX outlined its blueprint for the initial Mars mission using Starship. The strategy involves sending uncrewed starships to Mars, serving dual purposes, validating system maturity and readiness, and delivering substantial cargo ahead of human arrival. These missions, likely facilitated by robotics, aim to assess local resources, stage supplies, test long-term operational technologies, and commence infrastructure development. With a propellant plant deemed a critical necessity, SpaceX plans to load even the earliest Mars-bound ships with supplies. The cargo may be limited, but the initial Martian settlers will likely repurpose surviving starships as pre-established habitats, storage facilities, and raw material sources. However, there exists a divergence of viewpoints on this matter. Some contend that repurposing Starship as a long-term habitat on Mars contradicts its fundamental purpose of reusability. Advocates for reusing Starship primarily for transportation purposes emphasize the potential for a notable reduction in the cost per colonist for upcoming missions. So, if Starship isn't designated for habitation, what strategies will be employed to establish a base on Mars? What outlines the optimal blueprint for a Martian base camp and its initial setup? The proposition for a Mars base situated in Gale Crater originates from the meticulous deliberations of an international entity, the Space Station Design Studio in Stuttgart, Germany. Gale Crater emerges as a strategic choice for various compelling reasons, including moderate temperatures, potential water reservoirs, and inherent radiation protection. The crater's elevated ridges offer significant protection against radiation, a key consideration for the well-being of Mars settlers. Following this, the Space Station Design Studio proposes a meticulously planned sequence of unmanned missions. The primary objective is to establish a sustainable human presence on Mars while prioritizing astronaut safety. The mission components include an orbiter, ground stations, a Mars ascent vehicle, and inflatable habitats. Once the assembly phase concludes, signifying the commencement of the crewed journey to the Mars ascent vehicle, astronauts will establish a deep space living environment using telerobots. These robots, employed for real-time assembly from Mars orbit, streamline the process by capitalizing on the speed of light for communication. The proposed inflatable habitat features a sophisticated carbon composite structure, seamlessly harmonizing strength with flexibility. The carbon composite inner framework stands as the bedrock of the habitat, offering unwavering support while accommodating potential shifts in the Martian environment. A distinguishing hallmark of the surface habitat design is its remarkable redundancy and adaptability, fortifying its resilience against unforeseen challenges and exigencies. And that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. Please let us know what you think in the comments section down below because your feedback is very important to us and helps us make better videos for you. So, for that once again, we thank you so much, and we hope to see you again next time. Until then, it is your host, SpaceXFlight, signing off.